When I was a junior in nursing school in 2005, I was very active in our school programs, and I was involved in theater. I thought I had pulled a muscle during a performance and had called my mom to kind of seek advice because my leg was swelling and had color changes. And she suggested that I go to the emergency room where I was diagnosed with a DVT, or deep vein thrombosis. At the time, the standard of care was to send me home on blood thinners. They had determined I had a chronic occlusion in the deep veins in my pelvis area called May-Thurner syndrome. And they attempted to get it open with stenting and ballooning, but weren't able to get a wire across the blockage. So I was sent home with very little education about what chronic venous disease was going to be like, what my life was going to be like afterwards, and really what my long-term treatment plan was going to be. I was put on blood thinners for 6 months, and then that was basically all I was told. So all I know about veins is based off of my own research. Fast forward, I've had 2 children. Each time I had pregnancies with being on injectable blood thinners called Lovenox, got more complicated. I developed more symptoms. And the physician that I worked with knew his limitations, and when he was unsuccessful in opening up the vessel himself, he told me that it was okay to seek a second opinion. I was pretty defeated that we couldn't get the vessel opened, so I reached out to some fellow May-Thurners survivors and met up with Dr. Sudi. He wasn't just seeking patients over social media. He was seeking to improve people's quality of life, and it truly is quality of life. I was able to be stented in March of this year after 13 years of living with chronic pain and swelling in my legs. We're 4 months post-stent. That to me is phenomenal. And I have minimal swelling. I was able to tour Washington, D.C. for 2 days, and the peak of summer heat and humidity, and had no problems with leg swelling, which is just unheard of prior to stenting. The best thing that I can say is that you know your body the best, and that it's not a bad thing to seek a second opinion, or third, or fourth, or fifth, if you really need to seek the outcome to have an improved quality of life.